We have waited patiently and sometimes impatiently, and the moment is finally here. Time to kick off a new season. And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So UCF's offense will get the first swing of the game. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the right. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Knights line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here it comes for the first time as the starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask for a freshman.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Boone. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Cross. Catch in the middle. It's Boone.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Let's go! Let's go!
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. Headed to the end zone. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense round into the football?
They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Nixon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend it. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Cross. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires deep on the run. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
The Knights will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going with the ground game left. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. This offense has it with really good field position. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
The short hands, it's Thomas. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Knights in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. From the gun. Give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. He'll throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pocket breaking down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. And the field goal unit is on the field. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And his slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And now this offense will take the field again. Dropping back, it's Cross. Pulls it in, it's Boone. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, UCF.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Trying play action. Looking left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
And the offense will take over.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Cross. Grabbed over the middle, it's Alexander. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking for a man. It's Cross. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down.
First and 10.
Looking for space. It's Nixon. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Turning it on. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Slams it ahead. And they can't punch it in with a first down run. And the defense has one stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll go with the direct snap. Touchdown, UCF! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Cross. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab on the big throw. Oh, a lot of space. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Wyoming. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Nixon. At the 45 on his way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Bringing the heat. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run it to the right. Breaks into the open. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Pass to Sticks, still on his feet. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Jackson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Wade. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed him.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And here comes the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. And the returner will be knocked down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Cross. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
A run for the quarterback. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense.
There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. He might want another play. Calls his own number. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
We haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Thomas. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Racing to the right. He's at the 10. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout called by the offense.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.